Hi guys, welcome back. It's Sunday the 19th of January, and my apologies if I sound as if I'm full of cold. It's because I am. I'm absolutely full of the lurgy, so much so that when I was coughing yesterday I also put my back out. Wow. Anyway, before I get started, if you do enjoy the content, then please consider supporting me and leave me a big thumbs up because it really helps. My game of choice this week is the fantastic Double Dragon on the NeoGeo. Enjoy using your NeoGeo system? Would prefer to use the CD system because it's more affordable, but you hate the loading times? Well, have I got something for you, and they are just about ready to start shipping now. SNK NeoGeo were the daddy. They were the king of the arcade machines, but when they could see that there was a home market, and we're going all the way back to 1991 because that's when they launched their AES system. And I suppose all the way back then people were maybe using Super Nintendos and Mega Drives. These things were the daddy. You had what was an arcade quality console in your home, and it knocked spots off everything else that was out there. The only problem was, it cost a small fortune. I only knew of one kid that owned one, and that was because his parents were bloody rich. Because this thing cost over $600, which was £500 back then. And, well, nobody really had that money unless you were really rich. Of course, as technology moved on, and I think it was 1994, I'm just double checking, it was 1994 when CD technology, I suppose, really took off then. This is the era of the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, and the Saturn would have been out there. SNK NeoGeo, they knew that they needed a more affordable system, and they brought out their CD format. Now, the differences between really the AES and the CD format is loading times, and that the CD format is a damn sight more cheaper. I mean, I picked up my kit for £40, that was for the console. To pick up an AES console by today's standards, you're looking at £300-400 still quite easily. And the cartridges, they're huge. They are at least 8 inches wide by about 2 inches thick. They're a monster. Because basically it's the same cartridge that they were using in the arcade machines. That's why you got the same quality. The AES games will cost you a serious fortune. Some of the games are now over £1,000 to collect for. Now there's the MVS format, which is what I use, which is a converted arcade machine. Those cartridges now are starting to seriously hike up in price, and they're getting just as silly as the AES. So the more affordable way to collect for the system is the CD based format. But the loading times, oh my god, the loading times. If you've never played on a CD NeoGeo system before, you might be used to it if you're an old boy like me and you're used to playing on PlayStation 1s and Sega Saturns, because there is loading times. But the difference between the cartridge, which was instant, to the CD is completely two opposite ends of the scale. It is painful to watch. And that's why a lot of proper NeoGeo collectors hate the CD formats, and I don't blame them, I really don't. But where am I going with this? Well, there is a new SD card that you can get, or rather there's a new kit that you can get to put into your CD console. I'm showing you the guy's webpage now, or rather his Twitter page. Tech, I think he's a one-man band. He has been keeping people quite up to date on this, but he's ready to ship, as I've already mentioned. Now, it is a Neo SD loader, and as he put, and as I'm showing you now, NeoGeo CD optical drive replacement SD card game loader. And there's two things that jump out at me straight away. The features. Reduced loading times, ×4 on average, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Non-destructive installation, which is what I also like. I'd like to keep my consoles as original as possible, but if I can find a quicker way to get those games to load, you know what, I'll take a look at it. Now, the compatible models at the moment are the original front loader, the version I've got, which is the top loader, but the CDZ, it's not compatible with that as of yet, but as he's put, and as you can see, maybe in the future. Looking at the price on these, it's not too bad. It's only €75. Now that works out, if I round up, to £64. It's only the price of an expensive PlayStation 1 game, innit? But what is that for the States? Well, I'll round down actually rather than rounding up. It's $83. And from what I can gather, that also includes shipping costs. Now that's not a bad price, I feel. Now, again, carrying on his webpage, he's put on there a load of Q&As for you guys. He has pointed out that the whole CD library will fit on a 164GB SD card, and the speed classification isn't going to make a blind bit of difference. So don't be going out and paying a small fortune on a super ultra fast SD card. It's not going to make a blind bit of difference. The only other issue that I have with this is, unfortunately, can it run those AES and MVS games which didn't have a CD release? No. Except if it was, if a conversion already exists. That's a little bit off-putting, but it certainly isn't a deal breaker. Not for me. The only other issue I've got is, once I've installed this, firmware updates. Well, the firmware updates are done by the SD card. I don't want the hassle of having to open up the unit again to put this in, because as I said at the beginning, it has got a non-destructive installation. So I could see myself fitting this in such a way that I will have to cut a little bit of plastic to gain access to that SD card slot. But apart from that, I think this is a cracking piece of kit. I'm certainly serious about getting one. What do you guys think? Because I know this is not the only SD card game loader on the market, and if you are new to collecting for NeoGeo, certainly the CD format is the cheaper format to collect it. And if you want to try those games before you buy it, I think this is a fantastic way of doing it as well. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your feelings in the comments below. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for supporting me. Catch you all again. Take care.